So, okay, where do I begin in regards to this? I wasn't surprised at the news that Garcelle was not returning because, according to sources, I told you, I've been hinting at this since I dropped that video when Garcelle posted on her social media the day after the reunion, not all skin folk are kinfolk.
Here we go now.
So what exactly happened this week at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion? So per usual, Bravo released the seating chart for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. Okay. A lot of people are still wondering, what the hell did Kyle do this season in order for her to earn that seat? Has she ever earned that seat? I already knew that she was going to be there, and I already knew who they were trying to prop up this season would be on the other side. Poor Rito. But Garcelle's post from about 14 hours ago has got me wondering what happened. And to be honest with you, this could be about anyone. But the timing of this post and what we've watched this season has got me wondering what happened was... Not all skin folk are your kin. And everyone said, oh, that's about Anna Marie. That's about Anna Marie. And I was like, I was like, okay, I'll give you that because Garcelle never put a name on it. Garcelle never confirmed it. But then I started getting tea from multiple sources about what went down at this reunion. And I told you what went down. And if you've been following our recaps of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we've had people call in and confirm the tea that I've heard when it comes to Boz and her history, alleged history in corporate America, allegedly, and how she's treated people there. Okay. So then it just kind of confirmed. I was like, wait, okay. And I heard Boz did a fantastic job at this reunion. But I also heard that Garcelle was blindsided by Boz at this reunion, allegedly. So when Boz did that E-Talk interview and she says, I didn't know what Garcelle meant by the post. Not all skin folk are your kinfolk. She didn't think anything of it until fans were saying something of it.
I didn't think it was about me until people started saying it was about me. Because then I was trying to do the math and be like, now carry the 5 minus the 7. Where did I do that? Because the thing is that,
girl mathing.
right? Unless Garcelle says to me, girl, this is about you, I'm gonna leave it where it is.
Good for you.
One thing that I have been very careful about, especially as a storyteller, is not to pit the two black girls against each other.
Yes.
People were like, oh, now we have a new black girl, so she can go. They start saying that almost immediately. Now it's like, but why is that? And by the way, we're not the same. There's an allowance for 4 white women. Why can't there be 2 black women?
Yes, you did. Because you know exactly what you did at that reunion. You know exactly what you brought up at that reunion. So we already know what was brought up during the season in regards to Dorit's burglary. We know that, right? So that comes up again at the reunion. And of course, because Dorit and Boz have a friendship, that's brought up again, and Boz defends Dorit. And allegedly, from what I'm hearing, says, if it was me, I would have sued you. What? For defamation. But it doesn't end there. There was something that Sutton said in one of the after shows in regards to Boz, and I guess the interaction between her and Boz. I can't remember which one, but we talked about it briefly during one of our recaps in regards to Sutton saying, you know, not calling Boz exactly angry, but I forgot her exact words. I don't want to mix it up because I don't have it in front of me. But Boz brings that up, but turns it on Garcelle, allegedly. Turns it on Garcelle as if she said this in front of you and you did nothing. Yup. I've been sitting on that for weeks because I wasn't sure if they were going to talk about it. But what I also heard, Garcelle was so blindsided, allegedly, by what went down. Okay? So blindsided that she left the reunion and said, I quit. Woo! I've been sitting on that for weeks. So I wasn't shocked When I saw the announcement, I was just waiting. I thought she might have changed her mind, to be honest with you. And I know Garcelle gave it a lot of thought. And yes, she did what a lot of us do. She's not going to go burning down the house before she leaves. She's going to not burn that bridge with Bravo. Okay? She's not going to burn that bridge with Bravo. Someone says Boz is the other black girl. The other Hulu show that is on that Garcelle is a star in on Hulu. Just saying. She's booked and busy. So, as I said to you before, I heard this, but then I started hearing all this other stuff about people saying things about Boz, allegedly. And then, as you know, we've had people call in and confirm, oh, yeah, I worked with her at Apple. Yeah, I know someone that worked with her at this particular place and blah, 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 blah. And she comes in saying that she wants to, give diversity and she has favorites, and those favorites are never black people. I was just like, oh. I was like, okay. Allegedly. Look, everything that I'm saying is alleged. We shall see how the reunion plays out. But as I said to you before, I wasn't surprised that Garcelle decided this. And I know, and I'm not going to say this for a fact, even though in my heart, read between my lines right now. What lines? Look, read between the lines. Garcelle was ready to return. And Sutton, word on the street, Sutton didn't have Garcelle's back during this reunion.
Yup.
Is that why Garcelle did not go out with Sutton after the reunion? Don't normally they go out after the reunion? You notice that Sutton posted that photo. She was with her gays and Garcelle wasn't there. Well, I heard Garcelle was fed up. Garcelle did not want to see anyone or anything. And I think that's why I haven't seen a group photo. Has anyone seen a group photo yet? I haven't seen a group photo. If anything, that's confirming for me that she really up and hightailed it out of that reunion saying, I quit. Don't ever say I can't hold a secret. I've been sitting on that for weeks. Well, not that long. How many weeks? The 28th? So my intuitive nature, I told you, I was like, because everyone's saying that post was about Anna Marie. That post was about Anna Marie. And everyone's like, don't pit the two black women against you. I'm not pitting anyone against anyone. How about the black women support each other on this show instead of throwing one under the bus for a white woman? How about that? But we shall see. We'll see. I'm sure the trailer will drop. But, everybody, Boz did a fantastic job at the reunion. Until y'all try to throw her under a bus next season. So the real reason that Garcelle is leaving, I do believe part of what made her decide was her family, because of how her family has been treated since being on the show. Her son did not want to film. Jax did not want to film this season because of the abuse that he received on social media and bullied. So I'm sure that was another indication for her. I think the reunion really was just the cherry on top for Garcelle in regards to why she decided to leave. So they're in their last year of high school. Fantastic. And look, Garcelle does have a lot. I'm glad that Garcelle is leaving while she's still on top in regards to this show, because it would be inevitable that they would try and take her down. And I would not expect Garcelle to reveal anything or do anything other than what she did in that video and just say, it's just time for a new chapter. I have other things that are going on that are more important. All right. Anyway, shout out to the 1,000 of you watching on Twitter. Hey, Twitter. And as always, for those that are going to be taking the tea, don't forget to cite your sources. We do it all the time over here, but I'm putting y'all on notice. Cite your source.
Here we go now.